Hello, everybody, and a good day to you all. Today, I am talking about The Boys, season number 3, episode number 8, The Instant White Hot Wild. And this episode was also directed by Sarah Boyd. And I gotta say, overall, I really enjoyed this whole entire season as a whole. And this episode right here was done so well because they had a whole lot of stuff going on, especially like dealing with mostly family trauma getting passed down. Also, watching certain characters sort of act differently at a certain time. Like you got Homelander here. Homelander has been searching for family his whole entire life. He never had it. He grew up without it. He does it. And so now when he sees Ryan, that's like his last hope to get things right. And when you got Ryan, who has been bounced around, he was living with his mom, sheltered. He was happy, but he didn't know anything. That's all he knew was his mom. He didn't know nothing else. He didn't get the experience of he was. Even though Homelander and them weren't raised exactly the same, in a way they were kind of raised the same. Yes, Ryan had a mom, but he was still closed off and isolated, kept away from the whole entire world, and not knowing how the world really works. So when he finally got exposed to people, he was freaked out. He didn't know how to handle it. I mean, good thing his powers weren't fully manifested just yet, because he could have just went nuts and started lasering everybody he saw. So I could have went sideways. So you got this boy desperate for, I guess you can say, for family, for a father, and he finally thought he going to have it with Homelander, but Homelander turned out to be a psycho. And then when he thought that, then there were moments where Homelander was actually very nice and sweet to him and try to encourage him and understand him, saying the right words. Even in this episode right here, when he finally does find Ryan, and Ryan thought he was going to try to kill him or something like that too, but because of what he did to his girlfriend, but he actually forgave him and told him it was just an accident and that you didn't do nothing wrong, and told him all the right things, how he's going to be there for him, and how much he loves him no matter what. I just oh my gosh, it's coming from Homelander, but it's so messed up. But that's not what he was saying, but who the person is as a character. But at the same time, it's very nice and very sweet. Like this, wow. And like I said, the acting performance of Anthony Starr is amazing. I mean, he should win an Emmy. I mean, everybody in this season, the acting performance has been going so well. The character growth from so many different characters. I mean, from Frenchie standing up for himself finally for the first time. Because the thing is, though, even though he does all these things, he's always been under control of somebody else, and now he looks like he's starting to get his life back. And you got Kimiko losing her powers and then deciding to get her powers back because she thought it was the problem, but she realized that she couldn't protect who she loved. She wanted to be more, getting her power back. Now she's in control of it. This is her choice now. This is not somebody forced upon her. She wanted it herself. Huey, realizing what's happening with him with Compound V and having him realize that he doesn't have to physically fight to protect Starlight Annie, but he actually can do things to help her. But he can protect her by helping her fight the battle. He don't have to physically do anything, but if he uses his mind, his intelligence, he actually can help her and save her. Because he managed to save her in this episode right here without actually physically doing anything at all. And you got Mother's Milk finally in a way getting his win. Because the tragedy that he's been carrying his whole entire life, what happened to him with his grandfather, the guilt that he had with what happened with his family and Soldier Boy. Maeve. Now, there's certain things I thought should have happened. This is a spoiler right here. Like, Maeve didn't die. I think she should have. Because it makes more sense. Because how did she survive the fall? I don't know. I mean, because Soldier Boy can't fly. Now, Soldier Boy himself, he would have survived the fall. That would have been fine. But Maeve, did she survive the fall? That's the part I don't understand. It was an explosion. She lost her powers. So how did she survive the fall? That's part I just, okay. I mean, how happy is she alive and she could live her life with her girlfriend and run away in peace, I guess, and somewhere. But how did that happen? Okay. Doesn't make no sense. But despite that, everything about this storyline I thought worked perfectly. I mean, I really enjoyed it a whole lot. And then you got Mother's Milk finally telling his daughter what's going on with him and why he did what he did, so she get a better understanding. Because the thing is, though, he's been trying to be the perfect father and the perfect husband, and trying to be straight laced and blah, 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 because the thing is, though, he lost his family once, so he's trying to like. Because of what happened to him, the tragedy, and the OCD situation that he had, the OCD that he suffers from, he tried to be perfect with his daughter as well too. But sometimes it's good for your children to see the good, the bad, and the ugly sides of you as well, because that's when they know you completely. So when you do have to do something a little bit wrong, it would be like too much of a shock. I mean, I'm not talking about you got to be a psycho, but because Mother's Milk is actually a good guy, trying to do the right thing, trying to save so many people. But she's around in a kind of way co-raised by a psycho who thinks Homelander is the bee's knees. Like, what is happening? Even when he saw Homelander kill a guy in front of him, he's the first person to cheer. Like, oh my god! And I'm still confused on the fact, why did Mother's Milk ex-wife choose this guy? It makes no sense. Why would she choose this guy? He is so opposite in Mother's Milk in so many ways. And like, it doesn't make no sense at all. Where did you find him? How did you meet him? What did he do to make you say he's the one that be in my life and my daughter's life too? How? What? Oh, I don't understand it. Doesn't make no sense at all. Wow. And then the whole thing going on with Homelander, Soldier Boy, and Ryan. That was really messed up. Like, oh, and so sad at the same time as well too. And also Black Noir, his story arc, the way he went through. And another thing is, though, they changed Black Noir so much from the comic books that I had no idea what they were going to do with him, because he's barely he's in the show, but he's like barely in the show. And then watch his arc, and the thing that you finally got to see a visual of what's going on inside his head, because he doesn't speak. But it made him very interesting as a character, and the thing is, though, you already knew where his fate was going to be. And then you got the A-Train relationship he has with his brother, and now you got to figure out where he's going to go from here. Is he going to keep on playing on South, doing what Vault wants him to do, or is he going to try to do his own thing? Because A-Train has always been just about A-Train. He's never been about anything important at all. He went with the money, the fame. That's all he cared about. But now he's seen what that money and fame cost him, and the thing he did to himself to get him to that point. And then all of a sudden now he has the heart of somebody who he killed inside of him. The relationship he had with his brother has been destroyed, and now he's on a team who pretty much hate him, and Homelander might kill him at any second. And you got to think to yourself, like, why am I still here? How is he going to change? Is he going to grow as a character? I don't know. But like so many things happen in this season. In this episode, here alone was just like amazing. This thing was done so well, and I'm looking forward to seeing the next season where it go from here. And also, I think they're also going to get a spin-off series still. I'm looking forward to seeing that too. So overall, I think I had to give the whole entire season a grade. I'm giving it an A+. Yes, I am. So, leave comments down below. Let me know what you thought about this episode of The Boys. What you thought about the whole season as a whole. Did you enjoy it? What parts you thought were up? What parts were down? What characters you liked the most? Leave comments down below. Well, give my channel a like, hit the thumbs up, shaboop, and subscribe to my channel and share. I really do appreciate it. Also, link down below to show on my social media. You want to follow me there? Thank you. Also to my store where I sell merch. I bought some t-shirts, mugs, hats, or what's nots down below. So like I always say, in my dreams and my life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, people.